Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm giving my review of the United States versus Billie Holiday. Is simply the biopic of Billie Holiday, the last 12 years of her life as she fights against the US government over her song Strange Fruit, which is an anti-lynching song in the late 1940s. She is a figurehead that not many people know about. She's essentially the godmother of the civil rights movement because she is the person that sparked it happening. First off, what I liked about the movie, just to start off, Andrea Day, someone who has done no acting experience or singing a singer. This being her first acting job, she did a phenomenal job. She embodied the character, especially when those raw emotion and raw moments. She really channeled Billie through her soul and onto the screen. And we find out a lot of things that we didn't know about it. We didn't know how hard the government was gunning for her. We didn't know Strange Fruit really was something that they were afraid of as a catalyst for a civil rights movement. And Billie Holiday, she was willing to risk her whole career to get her voice heard and speak for the people. So Andrea Day did an amazing job. When it came to her singing Strange Fruit, she literally is almost exactly to Billie Holiday. And definitely I can see her getting some Oscar nominations. I hope she gets an Oscar nomination because she did amazing in this. Also, just a side note, I hope that she is getting counseling because Billie Holiday went through so much in her life. We don't see every part of it in the movie, but we see her go through many things with regards to the government going for her, her time in prison, the men in her life, and we're going to get to that. But also the struggles with her addiction to drugs and drinking. I know Andrea Day really did a lot of preparation for the role, and I watched her interview at CBS this morning, Sunday, and she got emotional about like saying goodbye to the person. I just hope she gets counseling because a lot of times when actors do biopics on very, turbulent characters and people, a lot of times they can't let go of the role and they kind of are mentally stuck there. And I just hope we're able to see her, continue in roles like this, but also, get the counseling because embodying someone else takes a lot on you mentally. Travante, sir. Listen, this man, I'm sorry, but Travante, he's a good looking man. And, he played Jimmy Fletcher, which was the FBI agent that basically sold out Billie. He and her had a over decade long affair, and he was working for the feds thinking he was doing the right thing, only to realize that, he was doing the wrong thing. And by the time he realized that had already been too late. Travante did that great as well. The two have amazing chemistry on screen. And we get to see, someone who is trying to, elevate themselves in their position, but basically selling out their own people. And, that rings true because we see it in other movies. We see it in current day with the current people in office right now. Also, this movie hit me like really different because of how much stuff that happened in the 40s is still happening today. Like, really, the government would try to sign somebody because they feel like they're inciting a riot when really they're just speaking the truth and the plight of the people. They don't want progression. They basically wanted to keep white supremacy there. So the government was one gun for her. The descendants of Frank Anslinger, I know they were probably in their house this weekend just basically hiding out, not talking to nobody, ain't posting nothing. I know probably his grandchildren are still alive. They're probably like my mom's age and probably have some great-grandchildren that are like either my age or in their 30s. I know they're probably hiding out right now because their grandfather and great-grandfather is being exposed for basically silencing a black woman who was a voice for the people. That's basically that. The cast themselves, it's a great ensemble cast. You have Tyler Williams of Frez, one of her band members. They had a really close friendship. You had Rez, her assistant, basically she had like the eye patch. He was really close to her. You had Miss Lawrence, Miss Lawrence did an amazing job. I loved it. Miss Lawrence was the comedic relief in this movie. Honestly, a great ensemble cast. The things that, were kind of, that's what I liked about the movie. The things that I didn't like with the movie, the pacing was really kind of off. The timeline discrepancies were like really weird because it skipped over some things. We didn't get to see Billie be introduced to Hollywood. We didn't see her, basically go for her second marriage. We just jumped immediately to the third while she's still with Jimmy. The script was kind of choppy. And there really wasn't like a focus. Like, are we focusing on the song? Or are we focusing on Billie as a person? And we didn't really see how Strange Fruit impacted the Black community because it was talking about the witnessing of a lynching and basically comparing it to fruits hanging on a tree. And really, we didn't get to hear that. We still hear about it today from people who have grown up in that time and listened to it or grew up on Billie Holiday. I only knew Billie Holiday through passing. I only knew her as like a jazz singer. I didn't know her whole story. But I definitely would recommend people watching this as well. I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. The ending will have you feeling really kind of hollow. I know when I watched it, really, I knew I was probably going to have a couple of nightmares because of how they ended it off. Definitely have something like light set up to watch after it because after you're finished watching this film, you're really going to feel as if, something is just gutted inside you because this woman went through so much. And I know we talk about Black trauma in film, but I feel like with Billie Holiday, her story deserves to be heard. Even now we're hearing so many different stories of figures we never hear before. We just got Judas and the Black Messiah with the story of Fred Hampton. We're going to have